Looks like we're finished here.
I can't get the old man on the holo. We'd better head back and make sure nothing's happened.
Our sensors are being jammed, along with our communications, both short and long range. Disruptions like this can mean only one thing.
Invasion.
The Empire will come in earnest now. This doesn't fit Melora's pattern. She never bothered to disable enemy communications during her siege of Nantoon. Something very strange is happening. We have to move quickly. Many of our people are still outside the colony. Some at the farms, and the rest at the ancient library. We should split up.
You don't need to act like we have a choice, old man. No way you're leaving this planet without seeing that library one more time.
What's the status of the colony defenses? Shields, anti-air turrets, anti-personnel weapons, anything?
Shields are up, so orbital and air attacks shouldn't be an issue, but our ground defenses are very limited. We can't hold against a mass infantry assault.
The first shuttles will start launching while we gather the stragglers. They could send a distress signal once they escape the jamming zone.
If the Republic hasn't shown up yet, we shouldn't count on them. The shuttles would be safer keeping quiet.
The commander is right. We wouldn't want to risk the imps picking them up.
Very well. I'll pass that along to the pilots. Before you go, Tao, we need to finish our discussion about your Padawan.
Now? Really? This feels like a good time.
It is always a good time to learn, teach, and grow.
We already had this discussion, which is why I don't have a Padawan. You don't want more Jedi like me. One is bad enough.
You think that if so many good Jedi die and you survive, then you must not be a good Jedi. You think that the reason you've survived, your skill in battle, is the only skill you've mastered, so you must be a bad Jedi. But the only lesson you need to learn is that you are more than the killer you see in yourself. Teach, and you will see just how much more.
You believe in me more than anyone I've known, and I appreciate that, but I'm just not ready. Look, can we save this for later? The imps aren't waiting around, and neither should we.
Very well. You check on the farms, I'll check on the library. And we'll meet afterward to select your Padawan.
Damn it, old man.
May the Force be with you.
Mechanized travel is for official business only. Be safe out there. Mechanized travel is for official business only.
find Nadia and the others.
We can't just leave. Not now.
You have to. Take the others and get moving. I can handle a few Sith.
We're here to help.
Tau! Commander, you're just in time. See, Zarios? Now we can handle whatever the Empire throws at us.
It's not about you. If the Imps land a single shot on D9 before he finishes, we'll lose everything.
What do you mean?
All of our data! We grew crops in a radioactive wasteland. What we've learned could increase crop yields all across the Republic. Imagine how many people we could feed.
We'll handle it, Zarios. We need you to head to the shuttles and get everyone loaded up. The faster the better.
This can't be the only place the data is stored. Couldn't you just get a copy from the colony databanks?
All of our computer systems have gone haywire. I don't know if it's the Imperial jamming or what. This is the only working terminal. Maybe our only shot.
Imperial's coming in fast. Get moving, Zarios. I won't say it again.
All right. Let's go.
Tau?
Everyone okay?
Good here. I'm glad we got Zarios and the others out of here. That got a bit exciting. D9, were you able to get the files?
I'll keep this safe until we can transmit the data to the Republic.
Thanks. Zarios and his crew spent years making these farms happen. It will mean a lot to them that their work is safe. Speaking of, I'd better catch up with him and the rest of the crews. Make sure they get back to the colony safely. Really appreciate the help, Commander. We're lucky you joined us when you did. I'll meet you both back at the shuttles.
We should hurry to the old library. If they sent a force like this just for some farms, there's no telling how many troops they sent there.
You're right. Let's move out.
Mechanized travel is for official business only.
There must be something. Something. Somewhere. Where?
Drop your weapon. Now.
Such a mess. Always such a blasted mess with him.
Where is SWTOR? What have you done to him?
What? Oh, the Jedi. Over there somewhere. But you're rather too late to help him, I think.
Wrong answer.
You don't seem like you care about the Jedi at all. Why are you even here?
My purpose is beyond your feeble comprehension. Leave me to my work.
We're not going anywhere.
Tiresome. Ignorant. Ugh. You speak to Darth Malora of the Dark Council. And your interruptions end now. Die and be silent, fools!
There's something different about these mutants. Watch out! That Geonosian is healing the other somehow. Take it down!
Insipid creatures! You truly are useless! Fools. Ignorant fools.
He's alive. Barely, but he's alive.
Truly? Lord Malgus has lost his edge.
Malgus?
Oh yes. This is all his handiwork. I would never make such a mess of a library, even one belonging to a Jedi. Malgus usurped my entire operation. A veritable ballet of predatory evolution, discarded in favor of the bludgeoning fists of a toddler.
That's impossible. Malgus died years ago.
Apparently it didn't take. Malgus is alive, here on this planet. Though operational might be more accurate. A machine with pieces of a desiccated Sith Lord bolted into it hardly deserves to be called alive. Life is far more variable, more adaptable, capable of true change and thus true power. The Force is life, and only life can truly command its depth.
Will you shut up? Malgus or not, we have to get the old man back to the colony now.
It may not be safe to move him. We should find a way to bring Doc here.
You might be right, but plastic comms are still jammed.
You realize Malgus is on his way to burn your colony to the ground, yes? He could hardly say he finished my work if he leaves it standing. That would be them now.
30 seconds to objective, my lord. Enemy fighters, evade!
Those are Republic fighters.
They made it. They actually made it.
Good afternoon, Commander. Before you ask, rest assured. I brought tea.
I have to say, General, You know how to make an entrance.
I have frequently considered an alternate career in the theater.
Can you bring medics to our position? We have urgently wounded people here.
Right away. We'll evacuate everyone to the colony. Medical and support teams are landing as we speak. Daerun out.
I'll just be going then.
I don't remember saying you could leave.
Taking me prisoner will waste time and personnel that you'll need to treat the wounded, like your friend here. I'm sure I'm not worth the effort.
You know something? You're absolutely right.
I guess I'm really not the best person to lecture you for killing Sith Lords. Let's just get out of here.
Four evacuation shuttles are still missing in the Kron Drift. Imperial patrols have increased dramatically. It's likely they were captured or destroyed. If only they had signaled.
We honestly didn't think anyone would answer.
I understand. If we could have just gotten here sooner, much could have been different. All evacuees will be transported to safety in Republic space. I know of some settlements on Tanab that could put good farmers to use, if any are interested.
Are you gonna keep enough troops here to fight off any Imperial reinforcements?
We'll establish a forward listening post here. Secure the colony perimeter. But I can't spare more than that. We're too close to Imperial lines to risk a full garrison. Speaking of farms, I'm told you have a collection of data from the colonists' farming efforts.
We were able to save a copy, but the data was corrupted. Whatever got to the farm's computers got to their data too. It's useless.
Such a tremendous shame. Food shortages are already an issue on many core worlds. It's very difficult to win a war on an empty stomach.
Our people spent half a decade bringing those farms to life. This is gonna crush them. Any chance your fighters got Malgus in the attack?
It's possible, but seems a bit too much to hope for. Darth Malgus back on the front lines. This is a dark day for the Republic. We caught him off guard this time. I doubt we'll be so lucky again.
We beat Malgus before, we can beat him again.
With your help, I believe it.
Is he all right? Did he make it?
Nostral's wounds were severe. Cauterized perforation of the upper ventricle, ocular damage from oxygen exposure, catastrophic muscular and nerve damage to the left forearm. Fortunately, he received treatment from the most brilliant, skilled, and handsome doctor in the entire galaxy, so he's gonna pull through.
At least you have the skills to back up that ego.
With plenty to spare, I assure you.
Thank you, Doc. I mean it.
That's what I do.
The soldiers are still digging through some of the worst of the damage to the library. Torel, Reyna, and Z are still missing, and I can't sense them. That makes 15. I'll update again when we finish clearing the rubble.
The old man was right to bring us here. We needed this time to heal. And to remember what makes us Jedi. We've hidden long enough. The evil of the Sith doesn't stop just because we aren't there to oppose them. Quite the opposite. I'm no master, and I can't speak for the Order, but I can say this. The Republic needs the help of the Jedi. So let me be the first to volunteer.
I am deeply honored to accept. I'll have quarters prepared for any Jedi who wish to join you aboard my flagship.
We're already packed, and I think this will end up being a much more worthy destination. Commander, thank you. Without you, this would have been a much darker day for us all.
Let's stay in contact. I'd love to get to know you sometime when we aren't fighting for our lives.
I think I might like that too. May the Force be with you.
When the dawn came, the Zell awakened and saw the Tongs upon the high place and were afraid. For the morning light caught the glint of helms and weapons and created phantom warriors made of dazzle and distance. But the cleverest of them were not deceived. The Empire thought they could make this a grand first strike in their renewed war against us. They hoped to destroy the Jedi, to destroy us with fear before we ever faced them in open battle. Thanks to you, they failed. The Jedi are renewed allies of the Republic. Our people have seen that the Sith are vulnerable whenever we stand united. This war will be dark and brutal and vicious. But we will stand against that darkness together. Together, we will win.
All right, looks like we've got just about everyone. How are we doing?
Internal security remains solid. I've caught 3 Imperial spies since Ossus. 2 attempted to enlist, and the other presented herself as a merchant seeking new trade relations. Unfortunately, they fled before they could be caught and interrogated about their specific objectives.
The next time you find a spy, I want them caught. Understood?
Of course, Commander.
My assets have brought in solid intel from all of the major battles along the front lines. I'll keep forwarding everything to Bay-1 for analysis.
My people are using that intel to create new write-ups for the major field commanders on both sides. Should help us predict strategic probabilities going forward. Until we get a specific request for aid, I've deployed our fleet in a defensive posture around Odessen. Speaking of ships, one of our frigates went AWOL. The crew is ex-Imperial, so we're pretty sure they're heading back home. I can't blame them for not sticking around to fight their old allies, but that ship wasn't theirs to take. How should I deal with them?
They betrayed our trust and stole our ship. Make an example out of them. All of them.
All right. I'll send word to our pursuit ships. No survivors.
Nothing so dramatic occurring in our science lab. Improvements to Odessen's planetary shields have been successfully completed.
All right. Hilo?
We've had to step up security for my crews. Piracy is becoming a bigger problem on their runs. Lucky for us, you're friends with Mandalore. Now that word's spread that her people are riding along, nobody messes with our transports.
Good to hear. Anything else?
Sana Ray is touring the reconstruction efforts on Voss, so I believe we're finished.
That's all I have. Good work, everyone.
There was one final matter for you. We received a message from Alec Rainan, a reporter for a Republic news network. He'd like to speak when you have a moment. I've loaded his frequency into your holocom.
Thought we could use a moment alone. I have to say, it feels good to work with the Republic again. We spent so many years dealing with Suresh and people like her. It's easy to lose faith, to forget what we all signed up for in the first place. The Republic might finally be ready to live up to its own standards. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Theron, everything isn't what it looks like. The Republic will never become what we want it to be.
What are you trying to say?
The Empire is the way forward for us. Teaming the Alliance up with the Republic, it's all for show. I'm a double agent.
First Iocath. Now this. You saw what happened when I went down that road. What it almost cost me. I'll back you to the end. I owe you that. I just hope you've thought this all the way through. Lana knows, I assume?
She's the only other person who does.
Then it will stay that way. I'll keep your secret, but just give me some time on this, all right?
Commander, what a pleasure. Alec Rainin, Republic News Network. Your little comeback has everybody talking. Would you like to join the conversation?
What did you have in mind exactly?
Oh, nothing too formal. You, me, and a friendly conversation about the Alliance and the Republic. I think it would boost morale for people to hear about how you're going to win this nasty old war for us. How about it?
I need to know more about the questions you plan to ask.
Really basic stuff. Where you come from, how you save the galaxy, how you'll save the Republic. Totally boilerplate, I promise. We film in a studio on Carrick Station. Meet me there when you're ready.
NRO2, did you hear about this interview request?
Naturally. This would be an excellent opportunity to weaken Republic resolve. Don't endanger your cover. You need only ensure that your answers leave more doubt than certainty.
Commander, welcome. Follow me and we'll get started. Our studio's just this way.
Live in 3, 2...
Welcome back to Republic News. I'm your host, Alec Rainin. Our guest tonight is a decorated veteran of the Republic Army and the one-time leader of the elite Havoc Squad. But nowadays, you're simply known as the Commander, leader of the alliance that overthrew the Zakulian Empire, a hero to the entire galaxy. How does it feel to return to the Republic?
What I love about the Republic is how imperfect it is. A big mess of imperfect beings muddling through, just trying to make it.
That's an interesting viewpoint. Some people in your position might have felt abandoned given the Republic's treaty with Zakul precluded any official support. Commander, welcome. Follow me and we'll get started. Our studio's just this way.
Live in 3, 2...
Welcome back to Republic News. I'm your host, Alec Rainin. Our guest tonight is a decorated veteran of the Republic Army and the one-time leader of the elite Havoc Squad. But nowadays, you're simply known as the Commander, leader of the alliance that overthrew the Zakulian Empire, a hero to the entire galaxy. How does it feel to return to the Republic?
What I love about the Republic is how imperfect it is. A big mess of imperfect beings muddling through, just trying to make it.
That's an interesting viewpoint. Some people in your position might have felt abandoned given the Republic's treaty with Sakul precluded any official support for the Alliance. Is that why you chose to support the Sith Empire on Iokath? Because you felt abandoned by the Republic?
Really, I'd say it was the Republic that went against me on Iokath, not the other way around. But I don't hold it against them. Everyone makes mistakes.
Let's move on. At the request of Republic personnel, you defended the Jedi colony on Ossus when it came under Imperial attack. It was during that attack that we learned of the survival of Darth Malgus, possibly the Empire's most feared battle commander. How did his reappearance make you feel?
Honestly, they have so many Sith Lords over there you could lose track of which one's which. And every one of them is dangerous.
Yes. I'm afraid we're just about out of time, so let's get to the heart of things. The war against the Sith Empire. Can we win?
Well, what are the other choices? Surrender? A treaty? Are those possible? It looks to me like winning is the only option, no matter the cost.
I see. Any final comments before we wrap up?
I really like your boots.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much to our special guest. I'm Alec Rainan. Good night, and stay strong.
Transmission complete.
My assistant will show you out.
An interesting strategy, Commander. You have certainly shaken people's confidence.
yeah, sir.
You did good.
What was... Yes.
That's the stuff. Can't let legalities interfere with the good of the people.